Good morning and good evening. Duterte power always support the President Duterte and do the right thing. I just wanted today to talk about is BORACAY. Like everybody knows, what's going on most of it back home in BORACAY, and I'm happy most of it everything what we become to find around the BORACAY, which is a lot of people didn't want to know, and that's what all this messed up thing was all about. All these big people from BORACAY trying to block our president not to close BORACAY down for their own reasons and for their own ways of everyone not to find out what was going on over there, most of in BORACAY. So now, as we're going along and doing the cleaning up the BORACAY, we be coming to find out a lot of things which has been there for so long. And let's imagine, people they were so angry with our President Duterte for closing BORACAY down. And there was a lot of people saying a lot of bad mouthing things around it. Even some senators trying to convince the people outside, that it was wrong to do so and to close BORACAY for 6 months, and a lot of people is gonna be without work, and how they're gonna do this and that. But what was the reasons? Because even the mayor of BORACAY still is a corrupted mayor in BORACAY. Now he comes in the news talking about it like he didn't know the sewage he was going through under the beach. What the mayor of BORACAY doesn't know, the sewage is going into our seas. What do you people think? Who's thinking of where those sewers, all those wastes of hotels and business, and also from people, does it go to? Do we have a reserve tank? Do we have a big tank which you could, get all the shit from everywhere in BORACAY going inside the tank? Hello? That's why most of all the business people and the biggest people there had paid mayors and they had paid other senators to approve those things what they were doing over there. And the mayor of BORACAY coming in talking quite a bit of shit, honestly, because saying, oh, I didn't know this was here, and all blah blah blah, all the shit. He wants to be a nice guy now. Hello? What kind of mayor are you? If you are the mayor of BORACAY and you're managing BORACAY mostly, and you don't know what's going on in BORACAY, and you don't know what's going on hotels. How many years hotels has been there in BORACAY? How many years? And business. And they've been doing whatever they wanted to be done, and until our president decided close it down. And nobody knows anything about it. Wow. Isn't it surprising? Even, people and stuff like that talking a lot of shit and all kind of stuff. Now we know all of it. Because we know, like they say, if you start stirring, it's going to start smelling. So that's exactly what our president done in the sense. He start stirring and then he start smelling. Because we start finding out, where all the shit from the hotels, all the shit from all the business is going to, into the sea. And the canal and the foreigners, they swimming on those beaches. On the dirty sea, contaminated or full of shit. Oh my goodness, seriously, I mean, it's so funny in a sense. All the foreigners going into BORACAY because it's a beautiful place and all that kind of stuff. And then when you go into BORACAY, what you doing? You were swimming in the full of shit sea. And I just can imagine. I never went to Boracay for reasons because I don't like it as much. It's a lot of all tourists is going into Boracay, and they think it's only the only place in the Philippines which is good to go to. And everybody talks about Boracay, Boracay. But look what it was, Boracay. Full of shit. And then you guys are swimming in the top of shit, piss. And the places you stay in, the hotels and everything, what you guys do? You swimming in your shit and your piss. So now, if it wasn't again, people, realize and put something in your head. Look how smart our president is. Smart, intelligent, and the balls to do the job he's doing. And not just the balls, the care he has for our country in the Philippines. You people start bad-mouthing our president without knowing it and without seeing it and the understanding what he's doing to our country. Open your eyes and your mind and see what our president has been doing. And those people trying to put him down, yeah, and trying to convince all of you to go against our President Duterte. Imagine, do you guys or every Filipino person in our country still have doubts about our president? Do you guys still have doubts what our president has been doing and what's the reasons he's doing it for? Can you see it as how far we became and we are going to with his own abilities and leadership and everything what he's doing for our country and our people? And if you guys remember, every time our president, he says he doesn't give a shit about most of anything else and politics and this and that. All he cares is one, doing his job and caring about the people in our country, in plus our country. That's what he cares about. So doesn't it this tells everyone back home which goes against our president, even the senators and the stupid idiotic politics which they like to be corrupted and they like to put their hands in money when nobody can say anything to them, and they like to do everything what they want. But with this cowboy in town, Mr. Duterte, there's no way they can do that, because if they do that, Clint Eastwood is gonna shoot someone and put him somewhere else. But as we're talking about, Boracay, can we see it now? It's most of every day in the news. Oh, we're finding these sewer pipes under here and it's going into the sea from hotels, business, and blah, 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 and so else. And then you see the mess of it. And the mayors and the biggest people over there, the owners of the hotel. What the mayor was saying before, I heard him saying some of them is going to be fined on like 10,000 pesos to 200,000 pesos. And I was thinking, what? 10,000 pesos only for a big business who has been doing that, contaminating the waters in the Philippines and putting those pipes under the sand, and foreigners lying in it and all the shit and the smell comes from it, and then you go and swimming in it, and then we're just gonna give like only 10,000 pesos to some of the business. Okay, I'm not saying the bigger business to do as much, but 10,000, that is too nice. 10,000, because they know what they were doing. Plus the mayor on the Boracay, they know those business they were doing that, and big hotels, which makes millions a year of touristic people, the tourist who goes over there, millions, and we're just gonna give them, and the people who put those pipes under there, we just give them what, 200,000 pesos only? Are you kidding me? Let's go into over 500,000. One, most of those business over there, they should be penalized, paid for what they done for years and years, and I should go much more over the years. Just imagine, it has been there for so long, and we're just gonna give them only 200,000 pesos, fines. Are you kidding me? That should be bigger business, and who's using those sewers should pay over 1 million. Because just imagine how much those hotels has been making a year. And for so long, these pipes has been under those places, under the sands, into the sea for so long. And now is the costs of what our president put it over there for us to clean those beaches and for us to make it better, and the hotels to educated the hotel people. It's not like they are stupid. It's easy to put the pipes into the sea and let it go, and instead of making a tank, and put the sewers inside there, or do recycling with that kind of tank, and move the waste some other places. Because if you build a big tank, especially the hotels should done the big tank of waste, and then if they are full, move it somewhere else. So, because if it's wastes like we do over here in UK, if you cannot believe it, I mean, in UK, the human waste, they use it in farms. It's really disgusting if you think about it, because that's how it goes. The human waste and all kind of stuff is good as fertilizer. And that's what most of over here in UK, they use that. And this is not a bullshit. This is really the truth. So back home, I know we hardly use it in the farms, but human waste and all kind of stuff can be used in farms to give as fertilizer. I know the smell is going to be bajo and whatever it is, but that's how it goes. So, but my point was, and it is, now the news is all the time in BORACAY. We're discovering everything what's going on over there. We're discovering a lot of things of BORACAY which nobody ever cared about, but everybody now is happy to talk about it. Everybody now is like coming out and, oh, this was illegal, they done that illegal, nobody knew this, nobody knew that. Wow. At this moment in time, nobody knows nothing. So, there we go. Now we have it. We find out what's going on in BORACAY, isn't it? Wow, perfect. So, the people start, slagging our president and saying this, saying that to him. All of you should apologize, and stop questioning our president, even the senators who goes against them and some idiotic people who goes against them. And for our people in the Philippines, our own people, please, see what our president doing, and support him. Don't slag him down, support him in everything, because I do support our president. He's one of the best in the world, and he always going to be one of the best in the world. And in history, he will be one of the legends as a president back home in the Philippines and all over the world. You'll be one of the best presidents, and you will stay in the history of this world as Mr. President Rodrigo Duterte, as the president of the Philippines, which I'm proud of it. So for now, please stop bad-mouthing our president, support him, listen what he says, feel it what he says, and see with your own eyes what he's doing. Because before he's closing BORACAY, a lot of people were making problem, but now everything is coming clear. Why people was making problem in BORACAY, he didn't want to close? because they didn't want them to find out what's going on over there and what bigger business hotels are doing. Now we know. Everybody knows. So please, let's support our President Duterte. And well done, Tatai. Very proud of you. Continue doing it, and hopefully soon I'll meet you. Duterte Power. Always will support our President Duterte. We love you, Tatai, and God bless. Mabuhay. Take care. Bye.